So we're back home in Tysel, getting a few days before we go on holiday to Jersey, and we've got some great news before we go on holiday. Is we got us planning permission without having to make any amendments. So that's great. So we can start looking at cracking on with that. Brilliant. So here we are, taking a week off from our project management duties. Just sat outside our hotel in Jersey, just chilling for a little while before we go out again. So I've had Matt and Shane have been over there doing some digging up the old patio and trying to get that out of the way. So I've got a couple of reports from Matt, which obviously I might have to put some bleeps in, you know, because you know what Matt's like. So let's see what happened on day one.
Right, people, it's your favourite. I'm back. I've got one more final chance. I've had a word with David, so with it I've got to stop swearing on his videos, so I apologise for that. But yeah, I'm back in Hornsey. As you've seen in the previous video, the project managers have had it very stressful over the last couple of weeks, and they've seen they've had to take themselves away for a bit of R&R, shall we say. So, I'm back here in Hornsey. Don't know what week it is. I've got a few jobs to do this time. So, like I say, I've got a few bits of physical and fettling to do. And the best thing about it is, I'm back with... There he is. That's Jenny boy. Hard at graft already, digging some tree roots out that Dave left in for him to do. And we've got that cracking on. Main job this time is get all the concrete up and the foundations and all the brickwork and stuff and the pathways all down here and all this here and all down there, get all that up ready for foundations to be put in. So we're a couple of hours at the break-in going at it hammer and tongs. So this is where we've got to turn your head. Turns out it's not just one base. Oh no, because like everything else with this house, the guy who has done it is an absolute tool and a weapon. See, not only do we have to go through this which is 2 cloths of red brick, but then with a Frankenstein foundation of gobbo and red brick mix, which then reveals that you've got tile mix, concrete, some sort of pea gravel, then another layer of gobbo mix, and then about 4 to 5 inch of pea gravel sandy mix, and then that right there, this bit, with my finger, that is another layer of concrete.
So looking at that, it looks like day one's been a bit of a pig of a job, and it's going to take a fair bit longer than we thought due to the amount of layers that have been put down. So anyway, they're cracking on now on the Sunday, day 2, and let's see what Matt's got to say about that.
So yesterday cracking flags, 20 lovely degrees, nice bit of suntan. When I say suntan, I'm sunburnt. So the absolute shower of shite. Right, it's Sunday. A bit late with video because it's Sunday. Back's in bits, developed a lump, serious pain. So yeah, got cracked on. We got here this morning, fair bit done, and then just a noise a bit more. Evans opened. 25 minutes, half an hour worth of heavy rain, so that washed play out for a bit. But yeah, back to it. So we'll show you what you got done so far. So we got all these out here. All that bit's out pretty much. Just got that bit of foundation and that there to do. That's only the second layer. After this bit over here, that's all pea gravelly shit. Got to get that raked off and down to the bottom of the garden. Then yeah, raise that up, and then we get that hopefully, and I say hopefully, the last bit of concrete out underneath that bit, and then pathways. But pathways, we've had a little bit of an inspection, and not the stick. Like after this point here, they get quite thin. So when we come back next week and we've got to dig, we should be able to just flip them over break them up into pieces. So it's basically like from this point here, shit, they broke my neck. From that point there to there, it's gonna be quite thick, as you can tell from the side down here. And then, like I say, we've had a tickle with it. It's quite a choicey piece, but hopefully get broke through and then get rest of the footings out, see what happens. But yeah, hopefully the weather changes. I mean, it's supposed to be cracking next week. Just better than fucking today.
Well, it seems to be turning out into a lot harder job than was anticipated for the boys. So, but I'm sure they'll, you know, in a weekend or so, we'll have that all cleared and done, ready for digging out for foundations. Dave's, the builder, sent a little video to show what he'd found and what he was sort of going to have to crack on with. But also, he did, and I don't think he meant to do this, he sent me some pictures of it. He started to do some boarding, so that'll be interesting. I think he was trying to keep that as a bit of a surprise for when we got back, but that it started to board, because once they start boarding, then things are going to start to change dramatically. So let's see what Dave found, and I'll show you a few pictures of his boarding so far.
Afternoon, this is Dave the Builder speaking. Dave and Ellen now have gone back to Bradford. I won't be seeing them now for 2 weeks, so I'm going to be making some videos of the work I'm going to carry out. And this is another mess I've found. It's in the front bedroom, and whoever's had the house before have taken all the bricks out, supporting this internal leaf wall. God knows why. As you can see, the wall has cracked all the way up to the windowsill. So I'm going to have to re-brick these back up to make it stable, and I'm going to experiment that crack there with some mesh to reinforce it, and then I can board it then. So I'll keep you posted on all the work I do. See you later.
So we're back off his holidays now, and just looking at these photos that Dave sent, it looks like he's really cracked on with that boarding. So really looking forward to getting over next week and seeing what he's done. Because Tyselview is now up for sale with Purple Bricks. See how it pans out next week. Bye for now.